Gastrointestinal system. In this presentation, we will see digestive system in detail. When you see this digestive system, it helps to absorb micronutrients and trace elements, and it sets a physical and immunologic barrier. It reduces particle size. These are the basic three features of digestive system. When you see this digestive system, it breaks down carbohydrates into single sugar molecules, proteins into amino acids, and fat into fatty acids. These are the basic three features or breakdown features. That is, it breaks down carbohydrates into single sugar molecules, proteins into amino acids, and fats into fatty acids. When you see these enzymes, the proteins that break bonds. When you see this digestive system is a long tube from the mouth to anus. When you see this structural system, it extends from mouth to anus. Epithelial lines the lumen, barrier to invaders, submucosal layer and muscularies, that is respectively longitudinal muscle and circular muscles. This is the basic structure of digestive system, and it has along with two additional functions, that is taste and smell. When you see this peristalsis, that is muscular contractions that moves the food along throughout the GI tract, matlab gastrointestinal tract, from mouth towards anus, this whole process, that is peristalsis. When you see this mouth, that is first mastication or chewing. When you see this saliva, the salivary glands produce about 1.5 liters of saliva daily. The salivary amylase begins to break down starch. Salivary lipase begins fat digestion but has minimal effects, while the mucus to lubricate the food for easier swallowing and lysosomes to kill the bacteria. That means when we eat the food or start eating the food, when the food enter in our mouth, the first process, that is mastication. That means we first chew the food. That means this chewing break down this food into smaller particles, and simultaneously there is a salivary secretion, and there is a mixing of the food along with the saliva. This saliva contains different components. The most important component is salivary amylase, salivary lipase, mucus and lysosomes. When the salivary glands produces about 1.5 liters of the saliva daily. This salivary amylase begins to break down starch. Salivary lipase begins fat digestion but has minimal effect in mouth. The mucus to lubricate this food for easier swallowing, and food swallows to form a bolus. This bolus afterwards enter into esophagus towards stomach. By the esophagus, it enters into stomach, and the stomach where there is observed temporary storage of this bolus. The tongue, that is another part. The tongue contains the taste receptors. When you see this taste receptor, that is taste receptors are sweet, sour, salty, bitter and savory. These are different types of receptors act and works into form a taste. Now this part will be discussed in detail in special senses. Now when you see the enzymes help break down fatty acids. When you see the swallowing, the bolus is the food swallowed at one time. Epiglottis blocks windpipe, prevents choking during this process. Now when you see this esophagus, it is a long tube, it connects pharynx to the stomach. Peristalsis occurs via muscle contraction, lower esophageal sphincter opens and the food enter into stomach. Now when there is no food, that time there is some secretion, due to the secretion of acids, it produces a pain, that is stomach pain. Now it is sometimes referred as heartburn pain. Now when this lower esophageal sphincter and pyloric sphincter control entry and exit from stomach. The storage capacity of the stomach is about 4 cups. The secreting of hydrochloric acid, enzymes including a protease, gastric lipase, muscle, mucus, the hormone gastrin and intrinsic factor B12. Now stomach secretes about 2000 to 2500 ml of gastric juice daily. Now pH of the stomach is low, that is about 1 to 4. It kills many bacteria and microorganisms. Now protein digestion begins with pepsinogen, which is converted to active pepsin in acidic stomach environment. The chief cells secrete acid-stable gastric lipase, which has minor effects on shorter chain triglycerides. When you say most of the liquid meal exit in 1 to 2 hours and most of the solid meal in 2 to 3 hours. That is formation of chyme. Mucous layer protects stomach from digestion. Very little absorption of nutrients occur at first stomach level. Now when you see this physiology of the stomach, this is the structure showing different parts of the stomach. Stomach has part. This is the lesser curvature, greater curvature, mucous layer, pyloric sphincter and lower esophageal sphincter. When you see stomach acid, this stomach acid activates digestive enzymes, partially digest dietary protein, assist in calcium absorption, makes dietary minerals soluble for absorption. When you see the small intestine, most of the digestion and absorption occurs at small intestine. About it is about 5 to 7 meters. When you see it is divided into three parts: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Duodenum is about 0.5 meters, jejunum is about 2 to 3 meters, while ileum is about 3 to 4 meters. These are the different parts of small intestine. When you see the small intestine, has folded walls with villi projections. This is the peculiarity of small intestine. Absorptive layers or absorptive cells are located over the villi and it increases the surface area. Increases intestinal surface area about by 600 times. These are seen a rapid cell turnover is observed at small intestine. When it is nutrient absorption, this is by passive diffusion driven by concentration. Fats, water and some minerals are absorbed at this level. Active absorption uses energy for glucose and amino acid. We require active absorption. Phagocytosis and pinocytosis. Absorptive cells engulf compounds, generally larger molecules, as in immune substances in breast milk. This is the nutrient absorption occurs at here. Where you see this site of absorption? Now, when you see this absorption, digestion, that means small particle end products of digestion. The carbohydrates are here converted into monosaccharides. Proteins are converted into amino acids and fats are converted into fatty acids. This is the absorption through small intestinal wall absorb into blood and lymph. The blood water soluble nutrients absorb into blood while the fat soluble nutrient absorb via lymph. The blood liver, while blood it goes to liver and from liver it goes to general circulation. The liver plays an important role in detoxification and repackages of these nutrients. When you see the last part, that is large intestine, it is about 1.5 feet in length. No villi or inner enzymes are present. Little digestion occur at large intestine. Absorption of water, some minerals and vitamins. It is a major role of large intestine. Again, absorption of water, some minerals and vitamins at large intestine. The bacteria break down fiber, produces vitamin K. The formation of feces for the elimination are some key of large intestine. And last part, rectum. It contains stool remains. Stimulate elimination by muscle contraction and anal sphincters regulate this process. That is has voluntary controls for this process. When you see the accessory gland, that is a salivary gland, pancreas, gallbladder and liver. The salivary gland works in mouth, moistures and salivary amylase and digests starch at this level. When this pancreas produces glucagon and insulin. This is a endocrine function and partly non-endocrine function. It manufactures digestive enzymes into small intestine. It secretes pancreatic juices. Bicarbonate needs to neutralize chyme when it enters small intestine. Liver, it produces bile, that is fat digestion. Why? It works via enterohepatic circulation. Gallbladder, it stores bile. Bile concentrates and releases to small intestine when needed. It is an important function of this last part, that is gallstone. Now gallbladder. Now this is the last figure showing a digestive system as a overall.